Hi, my name is Julie Coles. I'd like to welcome you to an educational model I created and wrote about. In my book, America's Educational Crossroads, I describe a 21st century high school model that I believe represents the aspirations of today's students who need a more comprehensive education that prepares them for college and careers. My initial intention for writing the book was to unmask the truth about why we still have not closed academic achievement gaps and propose remedies to break the cycle of underperforming schools. You see, I believe our nation's public education system is at an important crossroads where we have one of two choices. We can either choose to continue the status quo of failing students in underperforming schools or deliver a new and better education system. We need a new educational model so we can stop pretending that our current system of educating students in deteriorating and unsafe schools has even a remote chance of closing academic achievement gaps. Investing in new schools in inner cities, rural, low-income, and poor communities will be a monumental task. But to do nothing means we, as a society, are okay with continuing the cycle of poverty for children who had the misfortune of being born into poor neighborhoods and forced to attend underperforming public schools. I chose the harder path because despite the scope and size of the problems that plague our public schools, our kids deserve better. So, I imagined, and then, with the help of architect Joo-Ho Lee, created a network of modern, state-of-the-art high schools I believe will move our entire education system over the threshold into a new era of education that reflects the 21st century. Welcome to the Collaborative High School campus. The campus has 5 different career networks: schools of health, schools of technology, schools of art and design, schools of global studies, and schools of civics and government. Each network of schools has a student lounge and cafe where meals are served, and like college campuses, students have a space for downtime with friends. Another common feature of each network of schools is the academic center. Academic centers are divided into 2 separate buildings. One building is where students are enrolled in general math, science, history, humanities, financial literacy, and technology courses. The other building is a college prep academy. Students across all grade levels interested in attending college after high school will enroll in college orientation classes, research-based projects, and courses led by college professors. The College Prep Academy will prepare students for successful transition into and through a 4-year college program. Students will be completely immersed into courses that mirror a typical college class setting. The goal is to acclimate students to college classroom standards. Dual enrollment in college courses will be available for high school students who demonstrate readiness. Let's visit each network of schools on the Collaborative High Schools campus. Starting with the schools of health are the School of Fitness, Medicine, Child and Elder Care, and Culinary Arts and Nutrition. Next, we'll visit the schools of technology. They include the School of Computer Science, Program Design and Development, Renewable Energy, Robotics, and Engineering. As we continue left, we come to the schools of art and design. The schools in this network are music, graphic arts, performing arts, home design, and construction. Next, we have the schools of global studies. These schools include international studies, ethnic and cultural studies, diplomacy, and international languages. Our last network is the schools of civics and government. They are the schools of politics and policies, aspiring leadership, community advocacy, and civics and government. Welcome to the Campus Center. where we have the Administration Center. To the left of the center, we have the library, the Freshman Academic Center, and auditorium. Let's continue over to the main cafeteria, the Newcomer Center, and Academic Support Center. In addition to new schools, we also need to provide resources to assist students with challenges in and beyond the classroom setting. Students struggling with academics and/or personal issues is normal, but historically, public schools have not provided students access to resources to help them navigate their way through complex circumstances. Kids arrive to school with baggage. Their troubles don't miraculously remain outside of the school entrance upon their arrival. Having to contend with the challenges that typically occur during one's teenage years is complicated. But for students growing up in poor neighborhoods, the added burden of growing up in poverty weighs even more heavily on them. Expecting them to arrive to school ready to learn is a luxury they have never experienced. The Collaborative High School's resources represent a new way of addressing long-standing conditions that have often negatively impacted public schools in many inner cities. Instead of continuing to ignore those conditions, these resources may finally address the needs of the whole child and significantly reduce the amount of time teachers take away from their instruction to respond to the broad spectrum of social and emotional issues. Imagine that, teachers being able to devote 100% of their time educating students. Let's take a look at some of the resources inside of the Administration Center. On level 1, we have the Welcome Lounge, the School Leadership Office, and a Neighborhood Health Clinic. On level 2, you have the Crisis Intervention Support and the Academic Advocacy and Mentoring Center. Before proceeding to level 3, the resources on level 2 are especially needed for students who arrive to school sometimes in crisis, or they may arrive not ready to go into a classroom setting focused on learning. For many students, learning is one of the most challenging issues. Accessing academic guidance and a support plan from trained counselors in the Academic Advocacy and Mentoring Center can help students overcome their academic challenges. Let's proceed to level 3, where you have a daycare center and a teen parent counseling center. Level 4, legal advice office and student government council. Let's check out additional resources in the Academic Support Center. On level 1, you have the Computer Loan Services, Technology Support Center, and Technology Responsibility Center. Level 2, English Language Learner Support Services, Special Education Support Services. And level 3, Homework Support Center, Academic Tutoring Clinics. Level 4, College Counseling Resource Center and Career Placement Center. Fortunately, I was able to recruit a few former and current high school students to assist me with narrating. You will hear from Megan, Alexis, and Elani, who will share additional features about the Collaborative High School model.
Hi, I'm Megan.
And I'm Alexis. And we want to share some information about what makes collaborative high schools so unique. All students who enroll in the collaborative high schools have the advantage of preparing for their future careers while attending high school. Students who are undecided about which path they want to pursue have the benefit of time to make up their minds. There's absolutely no hurry. In fact, wait until you hear about the range of options available to students entering their freshman year.
Freshmen who arrive absolutely certain about what career they want to pursue can immediately enroll as a full-time student in their preferred career program of choice. But for freshmen who aren't so certain and would like to know more about the variety of career options available to them before making a decision, well, they're going to have a memorable year. You see, freshman year is a time of exploration. The mission is to have students participate in 2 weeks of information gathering orientations in every career program throughout the year.
And because we know that one size doesn't fit all, the collaborative high schools provide other options for freshmen who want to only explore a specific selection of careers that interest them. Those students are free to attend only those career orientations that reflect their specific preferences. Students are enrolled into the career program of their choice. Sophomore year is devoted to students acquiring and developing competency of the fundamental basics career skills at school.
Students who demonstrate competency at the highest standards by the completion of their sophomore year advance to the next rung on the ladder, paid apprenticeships.
There's one last point Megan and I want to share about apprenticeships.
In addition to getting paid, apprenticeships have many other benefits. Successful apprenticeships can lead to full-time positions.
You could also find a professional mentor. That's very important because professional mentors are people you can rely on to advise you when you need it.
Professional mentors are also a valuable resource for students interested in attending college. Mentors can provide guidance about what courses to take. But one of the most important benefits is their ability to influence others on your behalf. If you perform exceptionally well, some organizations may offer to employ you throughout college.
How cool would it be to maintain a source of income throughout college? Upon successful completion of college, you could eventually earn a full-time position, all thanks to the career training you receive from the collaborative high schools.
Hi, I'm Nalani, and I want to welcome you to the network of Schools of Arts and Design. During the introduction, you learned the schools of arts and design include the schools of performing arts, music, graphic arts, and home design and construction. Let's take a look inside the schools of home design and construction. You can see and hear about how this program develops student skills and careers that really matter to them. If you're an aspiring home builder, electrician, plumber, carpenter, interior or exterior home design, imagine how spectacular your educational experience would be enrolled in this program, where you learn by doing. Lessons in modern industrial spaces led by career experts will make this project-based instruction an amazing experience, especially for students interested in obtaining entry-level positions immediately after high school. But like every other school in this collaborative high school network, your learning experience happens beyond the campus, because these are schools without borders. Over the span of your high school years, there will be a variety of opportunities, like paid apprenticeships, for students to advance their skills in real-world settings outside of school. In addition to building competency with using tools of the trade, students also gain an understanding of safety protocols and cultural norms. Apprenticeships at industry sites are the best venue for any student interested in learning about real-world expectations. Let's return to the schools of health and take a look inside the School of Culinary Arts and Nutrition. The sounds you hear in the background are typical of the energetic hustle and bustle life of professional chefs in cafes and restaurants around the world. Welcome to the School of Culinary Arts and Nutrition. As you can see, this school features a comprehensive program that takes aspiring chefs through a series of educational stages. The main goal of the program is to teach future chefs the importance of nutritious foods and how they promote good health. All aspiring chefs will be encouraged to cultivate healthy living norms at home, which includes educating family members about foods that can significantly reduce potential health risks leading to obesity, diabetes, and other preventable illnesses. Of course, the most persuasive strategy students can use to convince family members to add more healthy food to their daily diets is to appeal to their taste buds. Preparing delicious and nutritious meals for family members makes learning a more relevant and meaningful educational experience. This school has a classroom devoted to instructing students about how to prepare nutritionally balanced meals. Once the course is completed, students are ready to transition to the food preparation station. But before they begin the process of preparing meals, students must first learn about the safety standards and protocols for all professionals working in the restaurant and food service industry. Finally, we arrive at the place where the culmination of all students have learned and experienced is about to come to good use. Welcome to the Well Balanced Cafe, where you guessed it, the menu features all healthy foods. Immediately upon entry, cafe patrons are surrounded by the sounds of busy student chefs in the kitchen, but it's the wonderful aroma of herbs and spices that heightens their expectations and anticipation of a great meal. Let's check out the oversized menu posted across the wall. Like most restaurants, the Well Balanced Cafe menu lists the daily Blue Plate special. But unlike other restaurants, the Well Balanced Cafe's menu also features a detailed list of each food's nutritional ingredients and the direct benefit to various organs in our bodies. The menu serves as a public service announcement. After all, what better way is there to promote the importance of good health? The Well Balanced Cafe provides an educational experience for aspiring chefs and their patrons.
Let's take a final look at the network of schools in the Collaborative High School campus model. Thank you so much for joining our tour of the Collaborative High School campus. I hope this opportunity to see and hear about the 5 networks of career and college readiness programs inspires you to help move our public education system into the 21st century. That it's time to reimagine a public education system that is equitable, fair, and dedicated to closing academic achievement gaps. We can achieve that goal when we insist that all students have access to quality education and not just a select few. This is our opportunity to address the inequities in our public education system. It's not just about education, it's about the quality of education. I'm Julie Coles, author of America's Educational Crossroads and creator of the Collaborative High School model.